need to start streaming in order to not get distracted from the shit everyone else is playing. Fucking John McBond's doing Fist of the North Star, the new one. Wonder what shit about that. Fucking everyone's going. But yeah, I've got Grossology. Yeah, as you can see, Windows 3.1. Another edutainment game. Giant air quotes on edutainment. Actually, I might just pull up, put stream mode on Discord. I'm sick of that fucking bloopy sound on my fucking screen. There we go. What a fantastic title screen. What a start to a game. That's beautiful. Look at all those toads. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I was going to turn down cycles in my there, and I just had a quick go before. Hang on, can I just pick a plug-in?
Hello, Lawrence Lake, attorney at law, here for the publishers of this product. Due to the necessary and obvious gross nature of this product, a lawyerly-like disclaimer is prudent and a benefit to all. Warning. If you are a faint of heart, weak-kneed, teary-eyed, lily-livered, fraidy-cat, mommy, I think I'm gonna puke kind of biology wannabe, just attach a barf bag to your shirt now. The publishers take no responsibility for your obvious and predictable discomfort. Since you accept full responsibility for your own foreseeable discomfort, sign the disclaimer and release form here by using the keyboard. This will be your user login name and will be added to our list of current approved applicants. If you see your name on the list already, just click it now.
All right, we get it.
Thank you. A fresh barf bag is waiting for you at the door.
Beautiful. All right, so yeah. Yeah.
Welcome to the University of Registered Grossologists, or for short, you are gross. Let me see now. Oh yeah, here you are on the roster. We've been waiting for you. Oh wait, who am I? I'm Gingivitis, your host, guide, counselor, nurse, father, mother, sister, mailman, mechanic, ballerina, tax collector, janitor, uncle, and just plain all-around cool cat. And it's my job to not only make sure that you have the grossest of fun times, but after you barf, you'll need someone to help you clean it up. Now, the purpose of our little university here is to explain and explore the human body and some of its functions, the ones that are really gross, disgusting, putrid, nasty, and vomitous. You know, to really check it out, you gotta jump in there and get your hands covered in goo. It's mind-numbing how cool scabs and wounds are, or how disgustingly fascinating poop and diarrhea can be. So, if you have your barf bags, no sharing, let's get ready to get grossed out!
Yes,
On this body map are 11 different grossology labs you can go to. You can get a specialist's grossology certificate of achievement from any particular lab to impress your friends and gross out your folks. After you've gone to every lab getting all your specialized certificates, you can apply to become a full-fledged, card-carrying, registered grossologist. Just think of the prestige, the compliments, the job offers. Oh, sorry, wait a minute. That was the description from another university. Anyway, besides all of the barfing and being grossed out, we here at You Are Gross like to play games, and in each lab, there's a very, very cool game. To get to the game, though, you'll first need to fill that head bone of yours with some cool facts from the lab you're in. To get to a game, go to that particular lab first, then click the game icon. I'll ask you a quick question from that lab. You get it right, and voila! You're in, playing the game. But for now, let's get started. Go ahead and pick a lab and get ready to be totally grossed out.
Okay, you gotta be quiet now. Good. Yeah, so I had a quick look at other people who've played this. I think Pushing Up Roses did a quick one. And yeah, it really sounded up my alley.
On this body map are 11 different grossology labs you can go to. You can get a specialist's grossology certificate of achievement from any particular...
Can I just... Oh, okay, there's the credits. Well, the people they get, this is exactly like Gus and the Cyberbuds. They've like commissioned actual musicians to fucking do the music for this. That is cool. Very impressed with that. Dr. John Hayward, MD, the man who knows his poop. God damn, alright. yeah, that was, one of the many reasons why I wanted to play this game. Right, so that was credits. Do you do anything, Spider? No. Oh, no. Tell me I can make the baby puke. Let me make the baby puke. Ah. That was hilarious before. Anyway, so I'm guessing okay, so we go to the specific, bits. Right, I kind of want to save, maybe we should do like the human body thing and just go through the entire, maybe start from the outside and work our way in. So yeah, let's go BO.
Good choice. You'll meet Buddy Odor in this lab, and he's the guru of sweat. Yesterday he told me your body cells work best when your body temperature is 98.6 degrees. Your body works really hard to stay at this temperature, sweating if you get too hot, shivering if you get too cold. Make sure to bring a change of t-shirts, and I'll see you at the lab.
What the heck is that on there anyway? Right. Oh. What?
Check this out, all you smelly sock-sniffing fans. We have a very special guest with us today, my old pal, Buddy Odor. He was my one-time co-worker, roommate, and best little buddy when we both used to work down at the Corning Pacific Deodorant Refinery. Ah, yes, it takes me back to my youth as a professional shoe and underarm sniffer. I remember all the experiments on BO, all the labs dedicated to the study of smelly feet, all the papers I wrote on sweat, all the funky shoes, and the smelly gross people I had to sniff, all those endless stinking armpits that had to be treated with the company's lame deodorant roll-on, then sniffed by me and Buddy. Oh my goodness! And then there were all the explosions, all the toxic waste spills, all the fires. And then that awful, awful day when Buddy was helping me sniff this really gross lady's armpits for a product study, he slipped on a deodorant bar, slid across the floor, ricocheted off a forklift, straight through a retaining wall, fell down 4 stories of steps, into a room full of empty...
That's better. Oh, yeah. This Graham Linehan when he was younger, maybe?
Buddy Odor here. Before I came to these hallowed halls of Grossology, I was a professional deodorant tester and armpit sniffer. Well, those days are over, but I learned a lot. Like Americans spend over $540 million each year trying to get rid of body odor. Give me a nudge, and I'll tell you more about BO.
Okay, can we... Ooh, yeah, sweat gland. Oh, it's just a little animated thing. Okay. I'm interested to see why this young child is rubbing his armpits with money. You gonna tell me? No. Oh, we can take notes. BA guy looks like Graham. Man. Oh, you can print them out too. Okay. Good to know. Does it stay up there though? No, it doesn't even fucking save. Okay. Well, that's... yeah. The one does Windows 3.1. Batty, what are you doing? The cat is annoying me already. I think he wants to go out. Because he's fed, he's watered, and he still wants something. Don't you? Don't you, you big shithead? What are you doing? Right, so... Alright, this... yeah, not a lot of stuff to click on. I was sort of hoping for fun animations. But I guess you just click on this guy a
Smelly
bit
sweat comes from sweat glands located mostly in the armpits, but also in the crotch area, anus, and your scalp. Give me a nudge and I'll tell you more about BO.
Yeah, do we really... my finger's gonna get sticky if I keep
Listen to
nudging.
this. Adult sweat is sticky, milky, and gluey-like and dribbles in little beads from their pores. This sweat doesn't really smell bad until bacteria munch on it. To get rid of the smell, adults use deodorants that contain chemicals that poison the stink-making bacteria. Want to hear about
Not
smelly
My Little
feet?
Pony fans,
Give
unfortunately.
me a nudge.
Oh, I gotta keep nudging the boy? Okay, fine. Have a nudge.
After many experiments on smelly feet, Ginger and I discovered that if humans wore only sandals or no shoes at all, their feet would not stink. The real stench culprit is shoes and socks, because when you wear them, your feet must wade in the sweat waste that your feet produce. Give me a nudge, and I'll let you in on some even cooler stuff I know about smelly feet.
Well, that is the reason why I don't have trouble with BO on my feet very often, and the reason I'm named Sandals.
Here's something that will blow your mind. The type of sweat made by your feet doesn't stink. It's the bacteria and fungus munching on the dead skin cells and the sweat that gives your feet that all-too-familiar nasty smell. Give me a nudge, and I'll tell you all about sweat.
Okay.
From my long years of study in this field, I have found that more than half of an adult's weight is actually water. About 60% to be exact. That's why I guzzle plenty of water each day. Give me a nudge, and I'll let you in on some even cooler stuff I know.
Hello, you're...
Oh, sorry, just a little preoccupied there. Actually, I was just remembering some stinky experiments I did with Ginger. Did you ever see anyone sweat a whole bunch after biting into a super hot chili pepper? This might be because the messages sent to the brain get confused or overcharged, so the sweat glands and the salivary glands are triggered. Never volunteer for a super hot chili pepper experiment like I did. Ow. It still hurts to think of it. Give me a nudge and I'll...
Okay.
Did Ginger tell you about our smelly feet experiment? Try this. If your brother or sister has really, really stinky feet, you know they do, suggest that they put antiperspirant on their feet. Or if they're bigger than you and they may clobber you for being so bold, a gas mask might be the answer to your problem. Give me a nudge and I'll let you in on some other experiments I was in.
Alright, more nudges?
Ginger and I discovered through many experiments on me that if you were to cover your entire body in paint, you can't sweat, so you could overheat and possibly die. Thank goodness for emergency rooms and paint thinner. So sweating helps to keep you alive and kicking. Give me a nudge and I'll let you in on some other
Yeah, sure. Let's keep nudging.
I had to do this sniff test experiment on Ginger, and I found out that roll-on antiperspirants work on about 40% of the sweat glands that you put them on. Spray-on antiperspirants only hold back about 20% of the sweat glands. Phew! I was so glad when that test was over. Give me a nudge, and I'll...
Alright, we're nudging.
I have found through careful experimentation that your sweat is about 2% salt. Seawater is about 3% salt. That's why salt water can't help you to quench your thirst. Water, water everywhere and not a drop to drink. Give me a nudge.
Yeah, we're nudging.
Ginger won't use deodorants because they contain the metal aluminum. Instead, she uses talcum and baking soda to keep dry and less stinky. Give me a nudge. I've got... Okay. Some people say that women don't sweat, they perspire.
So I'm trying to learn as much as I can, because you apparently have to answer a quiz in order to play the game.
Give me a nudge. I've got more to say about Ginger. Some people like Ginger can't stop sweating. The only solution for these people is to have some of their sweat glands removed. Gross. Give me a nudge. I've got... Are those my feet that smell so bad? And people who wear all leather or all rubber tennis shoes are more likely to have stinky feet than people who wear the same types of shoes but with natural fibers, mesh, or breathable uppers. Do you know how many feet I had to smell to complete that experiment? Give me a nudge, and I'll let you in on some other cool facts. Sometimes dried sweat can form a white ring around the armpit area of a shirt or a dress. The white ring is actually the sweat salt that is left behind. Next time you see Ginger, be sure to look for this. Give me a nudge, and I'll let you in on some other cool
Be
facts.
sure to look at Ginger's salt.
After Ginger went to see the doctor about her sweating problem, she told me that people who sweat a huge amount have a medical condition known as hyperhidrosis. Give me a nudge, and I'll let you in on some other cool facts.
Alright, just keeping you guys in the loop. Bernard's trying to jump up on the table. There he is. You're gonna have a whinge, fatty. Hey?
Just so you know, an antiperspirant and a deodorant are
You're gonna
different.
come and annoy me.
An antiperspirant stops sweat from coming out of the pores by blocking the little sweat tubes. Deodorants work to stop smell by poisoning the bacteria that
Actually,
live
while
on our
this guy's
skin
going on,
or
I'll
by
actually put
covering
on
up
the,
the smell.
Webcam.
If you want to hear more, just give me a nudge.
Well, let me. There we go. Right, you'll see him. Oh, I gotta. Hang on, move that over. There we go. Oh my god, where's the hat? If I can put the hat back on. What the fuck am I doing? Seriously. Okay. That's better. Right. Yeah. So you're gonna see Bernard come back and forth through here. Or do something. So what? What? Okay. I wasn't expecting that, but anyway.
Buddy
Right.
Odor here. Before I came to these hallowed halls of
Hang on, is this just repeating or?
smelly sweat comes from sweat.
Okay, I think we've done. Ooh, no. Okay, so maybe I have to do more stuff before doing the quiz. Also, that face is terrifying. Cerumen is earwax secreted by the ceruminous gland in the ear. Yes, no, maybe. Did I win? Okay. Ooh.
Hello out there. I'm Ricardo Lardo, America's best-smelling game show host, and you've tuned into Something Special in the Air, where we test your knowledge of really stinky stuff. Okay,
better not get
we
cat
have
hair
one
on my
olfactory
vacuum.
challenge contestant here with us today, and this contestant, folks, came to win some really big cash money, the big moolah.
Put it in my coffee
Contestant
as well.
number 1. The object of this game is to select a cube and then find its match. If you're successful, you'll get a shot at the Questionator, where you'll answer disgusting questions about sweat and BO. That's body odor. For the BB, that's big bucks. Are you ready? Then let's play. Contestant number 1, you're up.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, no match. Maybe next time around. Ooh. No match. Ooh.
Oh, it's gonna be
that-
the same color as well. Okay.
No match. No match. Ooh.
Yeah, that's gonna make things a bit harder.
No. No match.
Is this one red? There we
It's
go.
a match. Make ready for the Questionator. Looks like a daily double dollar question, folks.
Acrian, that would be sweat glands?
Contestant
Yeah.
number 1 scores.
Okay. Ooh, we get to reveal. Okay, the games are seem to be a little bit more engaging than last time.
Sorry.
Alright.
No match. Ooh, it's a match. And here comes the Questionator. And now for a $5 question.
Oh, yeah. Rubber shoes.
Contestant number 1, you get the money.
Some money. Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's the hardest thing. Like, you can work out
It's a match. And
the same
away
symbol,
we
but
go.
the colors a lot harder to
Looks
find.
like a daily double dollar question, folks. Yikes,
Ooh.
contestant number 1, El Wrongo. And we just take back some cash now.
Aw.
Sorry. And the correct answer is C.
Record. Okay. Wow. There you go. Yeah, fucking arcade pit eat your heart out, I suppose.
No match.
Oh, that's very
that
close,
had
though. Booties.
no match. It's a match.
Okay.
As if there were any doubts. And now for a $5 question. Contestant number 1 scores.
Shit, I actually lost 30 points. Okay. Bloody hell.
It's a match. What time is it? It's Questionator time. And now for a $5 question.
Ooh. I'm gonna say false, because your left arm's down when you're riding.
Yikes!
Shit.
Contestant number 1,
Oh, yeah?
El Wrongo. And we just take back some cash now. B.
God damn. I'm losing out on this game.
Woo! It's a match, and here comes the Questionator. Okay, for $10.
In the skin and don't work until a person reaches puberty.
Good job,
Yeah.
contestant number 1. No,
Oh, yeah.
it's a match, as if there were any doubts. And now for a $5 question.
Does evaporating sweat help to cool your body? It
Good
does.
job, contestant number 1.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a match, and here comes the Questionator.
Go and get in front of the
Okay,
camera, fatty.
for
What are you
$10.
doing? Upgrading glands found in the armpits and your crotch.
Contestant number 1, you get the money.
Gonna inject that crotch full of hormones.
No,
Oh yeah.
it's a match. Good job. Bring on the Questionator. And now for a $5 question.
Is it true that some parts of your body, such as the palms of your hands and the bottom of your feet, have more sweat glands than other parts of your body? Yes.
Contestant number 1, you get the money.
Good old money. Okay, last question.
It's
What is
a
with that
match.
face?
Make ready for the Questionator. Okay, for $10.
And I'd heard this one, 2% salt.
Contestant number 1 scores.
Okay.
And that's the end of this
Ooh.
round, which goes to contestant number 1. To start another round, just click the flashing button now.
My curse is gonna get sticky again. It's gonna be covered in poop. Congratulations. Can we leave? Ah, you get options. Okay. Yeah, back to the lab.
Listen
Alright.
to this. Adult sweat is sticky, milky.
Right, so we've learned all
Wow,
that.
I worked up a sweat just thinking about that lab and all that sweat and BO. Did you know the non-sticky sweat your body pours out is not just for staying cool? The little bit of sweat on your palms and your fingers help you to grip objects too.
Okay. Oh no, they said there were 11. It's counting that as that, and all these is the same one. Alright, well, let's learn about scabs and blisters. Ah! Okay.
Scabs and wounds.
Well, I am
Hey, check
grossed
this
out.
out. A quick blood fact. In England, the word bloody is considered a bad word. See you in the Scabs, Blisters, and Wounds lab.
Okay.
And now, in this corner, with a record of 15 wins and 0 losses, Miss Grossology 1974, Ginger Vitus. And in this corner, with a record of 0 wins and 2,986
Can't tell.
losses, ripped apart.
Yo, thanks, Mom. I love you, man.
You gotta cut
This
me,
one's
Vic.
for
Cut
yo.
me.
I mean, you.
Well, I guess this is as good a time as any to introduce our next guest. The guy I'm pounding the snot out of
Fatty?
is the one and only Rip Depart.
He's right
the
here.
most
I want him to come
losingest
over this
professional
side so I
boxer
can see
in
him on
history,
camera.
having been beaten in the ring in
Hey, what are you
so
doing,
many ways
Sid?
by so many people.
Come over
Rip has
here.
developed a very keen knowledge of scabs, wounds, cuts, blisters, blood clots, hemorrhages, infections, and the agony of defeat. And after I go through with him, he's going to share some of his insights with us, okay? Hey, come on, don't give me that look.
Buns.
The only way he would
Fun's
agree to come
terrifying.
speak was for me to challenge him to a fight. So I want him to feel like he had a little competition. That's all.
You big meanie.
It's okay, Mom. I'm all right.
I ought to get in there and kick your butt, Vitus.
Okay, I better get the heck out of here before this gets out of hand. Ripped Apart will give you some really cool facts about scabs, wounds, and blisters when you click on them. Back here is a cool model that you can check out when you're ready for a closer look at Rip's wounds. Click on the brain icon on the chalkboard. Later.
Oh, okay. I wasn't aware there was a thing. Okay. Oh, that's cool. You can click and drag. Yeah, they give you white blood cells to eat the bacteria, then die. Scabs, anticoagulant. Sure. Well, I'm just gonna quickly go back and. I didn't realize you could explore.
Sweat.
Yeah, the get deep. Oh God, really? So what can we look at? Hair follicle, sweat duct, blood vessels, fungi, view factoids. Yeah, what's on factoids? Oh, okay, you can just check all the factoids. Okay. Yeah, yep. Yeah, and I've pretty much covered these because I played the game.
Capillaries. Incredibly tiny blood vessels that are so small that only one blood cell can pass through at a time. Apocrine glands. Sweat glands in the skin that don't work until puberty and are not controlled by the nervous system. Found in the armpit and crotch, these glands secrete milky sweat that can stink if bacteria feasts on it.
Milky sweat.
Apocrine sweat duct. Narrow.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, like, I love to sweat, you know? Then, when I get home, I sniff my sweaty shirt and socks and stuff. Whoa, it's like such a rush.
The fuck was that?
Eccrine sweat duct. Narrow tube which carries non-smelly sweat from.
Yeah, alright.
Cerumen. Earwax secreted by the ceruminous gland that traps foreign matter to stop junk from entering the ear.
Yeah, mine are a little bit overactive. Versus
Bacteria. Tiny single-celled creatures that sway, roll, bounce, swim, frolic, eat, and reproduce all over your body.
My business card says you're in luck.
As a
I
man
do
of the
two
cloth,
things,
I
I rap and
cannot
fuck.
tell a lie. Yes, I have been known to, perspire a bit.
Oh,
on a
what
hot
is with
day,
the
you know.
voiceovers?
Bacteria.
No, we checked that. Fungi. I wanted to check fungi. There we go.
Fungi. Little creatures such as yeast or mold that make spores. Fungi can live on the human body harmlessly, but some cause infections like athlete's foot, which is a fungal infection of the toes and feet.
Yep, okay. Well, that's fun. Let's go back to the lab.
Sweat is a gross thing.
Back to the main hall.
I love that lab.
You knocking things off my table, fatty. Whoa. Order.
Ooh, I'm okay. I got hurt and came here to, oh yeah, to tell you about wounds and stuff. Like, if you get a small cut, it takes about 4 to 8 minutes for your body to stop the bleeding. Hey, I should know. Wanna hear more? Give me a punch. Yo.
Dare we? Oh, okay.
Yo, now I'm gonna tell you about blisters before I fall apart again. First, your skin has many layers, the epidermis being the outer layer. Under that is the dermis, which is alive with blood vessels, sweat glands, hair roots, and new skin cells. Skin cells are damaged from rubbing, heat, or viruses, which cause fluid from the blood to flow to the area. This fluid pools between the dermis and the epidermis and puffs up to become a blister. Wanna hear more? Give me a punch. Ooh, but not on my hurt arm, okay?
Okay. It's probably the only unhurt part on his body. Okay, give me my phone. Hey?
Yo, blisters. You know, there are two kinds of blisters. The smallest ones are called vesicles, which is Latin for small bladder. The larger ones are called bully, which is Latin for bubble.
Come and show
Want to hear
everyone what you look
more?
like.
Give me a
Hardly
jab.
ever see you on stream. And I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to punch the man to learn, okay?
Yo, a blister infected with bacteria is gross. Infected blisters are filled with pus. Pus is clean body fluids, a bunch of dead bacteria, and a bunch of dead fighting cells. All of the dead bacteria and fighting cells make the pus stink. A pus-filled blister is not a good blister. Want to hear more? Give me a punch.
Oh, fuck, I've killed him.
I'm okay. I'm okay. Let me at him. Oh, boy. Never mind. Let's
What's
talk
going on
more
here?
about blisters. Blisters hang around for a few days while your body repairs the damaged skin after the work.
Oh, that just skips things. Okay. Huh, right. Oh, you fucking put
Hey,
yourself
I
out
gotta hand
there.
it to my opponent. He's one heck of a contender. Fighting guys like him is how I learned that a cut needs air to heal. So, you should change your bandage often. Another great reason not to leave a bandage on for a long time is bacteria. An old soggy bandage is a great place for bacteria to grow. Want to hear more? Give me a punch. Go ahead.
I'm gonna give you a punch, cat, if you don't fucking turn around. Hey, come over, smooch.
Yo, that's right. I'm bad. I'm bad. I'm real bad. You know, I'm so bad, I never wanna fight. Ooh. Well, in all that time, I did find out that an average adult's body contains 10 pints of blood, though. That's like 13 soda cans of blood. Wanna hear more? Come on, give me a punch.
Alright, let's explore your wounds.
Epidermal surface, the part of the skin that you call skin. This part is actually made of dead skin cells. Nope, nothing living there. Large blisters caused by burns, cold sore viruses, and friction. You know, rubbing. Vesicles, small blisters which are less than the size of a tack head. They are usually caused by chickenpox viruses and bug bites.
There you go.
Well, now, I hope none of God's furry little creatures was harmed to make this exploratory experiment possible, you know.
Okay.
Scab, dried and clotted blood that protects the destroyed skin underneath. It's nature's bandage. Fibrin, a tough material that forms threads. The fibrin threads then crisscross to make a net that stops bleeding. Pus, yellowish green liquid that contains clear, clean body fluids, dead bacteria, and dead fighting cells.
Like, what the? I mean, there's a chunk of this, like, grody guy's arm or something. Like, just wriggling right out there and stuff.
White blood cells, also called leukocytes, cells which defend your body against invasion from bacteria, viruses, and other foreign matter. There are 3 types of white blood cells: granulocytes, monocytes, and lymphocytes. Macrophage, a large white blood cell shaped like a pom-pom that creeps along and eats bacteria and dead cells. Killer cells,
so.
also called killer T cells or natural killer cells. These are special lymphocyte cells that search out and destroy foreign, abnormal, and cancer cells.
There you go.
Whoa, dude, like someone hacked your arm and stuff.
Lymph nodes, kidney-shaped masses in areas all over the body which contain germ-fighting white blood cells.
So we got factoids. Yeah, back to the lab.
Okay, cool, you're back. So, check this out. A blood bank is a place that collects and distributes donated blood to hospitals and people who need it. When you donate blood, you donate about 1 unit of blood, which is about 2 cups. Want to hear more? Punch my lights out.
Right, let's try the game. Get a small cart. How long will top stop bleeding? 4 to 8 minutes. Okay.
Ow! 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 My arm! Ooh, look at my arm. It's got a big open cut on it and stuff.
Ooh,
Call a
MIDI
doctor.
music.
Get a nurse. Quick. Ooh, what a wound I got. Hey, if you squint your eyes just so, it looks like a game board. Check out the bacteria and the white blood cells.
Yeah, I think you can work
Now,
out this is the
depending
fellow,
on
which I'm fucking shit at. So we'll fucking go back to the lab for that one. That's so giftable. That's gonna be a new
Hey,
gift.
what round is it? Where am I? Who am I? Ooh, my opponent's a maniac. Do you think he knows that the word scab comes from the Latin word scabere for to scratch? Want to hear more?
Fight ya.
Yo, give me a body blow. Come on. Okay, go get him, champ. You can do it. Kick his butt. Hey, wait a minute. Why am I cheering the guy who's gonna fight me? I better tell you this and get the heck out of here. A teaspoon of blood contains about 10 million red blood cells, depending on your size. Want to hear more? Give me a punch.
I'm kind of out of factoids, but I just want to keep punching him.
Hey, in honor of my most worthy opponent, who has helped me become the king of the cut, I must say, a scar sometimes forms after a cut heals.
Yeah.
That's because the new skin that your body makes is less flexible. Want to hear more? Give me a punch. Make my day.
You big short. Gotcha. Alright, so we did the game. Back to the lab.
I love that lab! Which brings to mind the fact that a white blood cell can gobble up 15 or more bacteria. The struggling bacteria can't get free, and the white blood cell dissolves them. Yep, all this goes on inside your body.
There you go. Alright. Pimples. Alright, yeah, boogers. That'll work too.
Boogers and snot, one of my favorite foods. Subjects. Germs can enter your respiratory system through your nose, and they can actually start to grow there. When they start to grow, you get a cold. Let's go check out more stuff about the nose.
Itcha. Itchy your fatty. Yeah. I want him on the desk, but I don't want him in this spot because he's
Welcome to
annoying.
the Boogers and Snot
You're
Lab.
shit.
I bet you've been getting ready for this by picking your nose all day, huh? Okay, well, why don't you wipe your finger off and chew that last little bit of booger up? Because here we go. In this lab, you're going to see and discover the booger and snot factory in your schnoz and how boogers are manufactured. And that's not all either. Let's begin by meeting our first subject, Shirley Snodgrass from Schenectady. Well, oh my, will you get a load of the booger box
can
on
make
Shirley?
three guesses on how this lady's
Shirley,
gonna
did you
sound.
park your Cadillac in there or what? I bet Shirley here knows that about 1 in every 5 people is allergic to something which may cause them to sneeze or sniffle. Things like dust or pollen that cause allergic reactions are called allergens. The air we breathe is filled with all kinds of stuff like dust, grit, bacteria, pollen, soot, even sand. Shirley here is an expert on what happens when dust and grit go up your schnoz.
Oh, yeah. It becomes nose garbage or boogers. Like Ginger said, you know, we breathe all kinds of things up our noses every day. And one of the many jobs of the nose is to clean itself out, you know. Nose hairs, called vibrissae, are the first cleaners of dirty air that gets sucked in. A sticky liquid called mucus or snot, it coats these hairs. And when bits of dirt and other stuff get trapped in the hairs, they are surrounded by the nose snot. All the sticky trap stuff, it clumps together little by little until a big booger is formed. And these newly formed boogers, they stick around, you know, until you blow them out or you breathe them in or you pick at them. And probably have them for lunch if you're anything like Ginger.
Well, okay, Shirley. Thanks for the interesting insight and unsolicited personal commentary on my eating habits. If you want to make some boogers of your own and experiment with the process of booger making, you can drag things around on the poster. After you've made some cool boogers, you can stick them all around the place, just like you do at home. Want to hear more on boogers and snot? Click on Shirley. And if you would really like to deeply explore the inner workings of the nose, click on the brain at the bottom of the chalkboard. Have fun! All this talk of boogers has made me hungry. Later!
Alrighty, let's see what you got to
Your nose does such a good job of cleaning that your nasal area is actually one of the cleanest parts of your body.
Ah, okay. Sort of hoping she...
Some people like me, they have runny noses most of the time because of allergies. You know, common things like dust and pollen and animal fur. It causes our bodies to give off a chemical that orders the nose to make more mucus, and it blocks off our sinuses with swelling.
You're so...
In some Eskimo tribes, it is customary for mothers to suck the snot from their babies' noses and spit it on the ground.
Hang on, where is this? Where is... Okay,
the rough hairs in your nose are called vibrissae, which, by the way, is the same word for cat whiskers.
Huh.
70 out of 100 people admit to picking their boogers, and about 3 people out of those 70 admit to eating them. Bon appetit! Try taking a survey among your friends and family and see how many of them will admit to picking their boogers. And then see how many admit to eating them.
I've shut the door on him, and
your
I think he wants to go
such
out
a good job of cleaning that your nasal area is actually one of the cleanest parts of your body. Some people like me, they have runny noses most of the time because of allergies. You know, common things like dust and pollen and animal fur. It causes our bodies to give off a chemical that orders the nose to make more mucus, and it blocks off our sinuses with swelling.
Tests over here?
In some Eskimo tribes, it is customary for...
Oh, no, you said that. How you build it up. Okay. Get on that sniff, buddy. Oh, my eyes are watering just looking at that. And then... That's gross. That's kind of gross. I'm gonna lie. What the fucking noise? Anyway. Fuck.
Mucous membrane, a bunch of cells with snot-producing glands.
Oh, alright.
Cartilage, a firm and flexible tissue that makes up the rims of your ears and parts of your nose.
That's the sinuses.
Sinus. Big, hollow spaces in the bones around the nose that are filled with snot-making centers.
Hey, so Shirley, maybe after class you and I could, go out or something, huh?
I'm Robert De Niro with cold. Yeah, so I'm actually having a lot of issues because of the... mainly because I haven't vacuumed my house, but it is springtime.
Olfactory nerve endings.
Getting a lot
nerve
of pollen
endings in your nose that sense odor and then send the smelling information to your brain. Hard palate. The hard part on the roof of your mouth. Food squishes against the hard palate to help you mix and soften it before swallowing. Nostrils. The gateway into the nose.
Okay.
Oh, gross me out!
Your station tube. The tube that connects the throat to your middle ear, which helps to regulate the pressure in your ear.
Yeah. It's actually, it's fucking in-depth.
Masses of lymph tissue in mucous membranes that are located in the back of your mouth, one on each side.
And oh yeah, don't Google tonsil stones. I've had them and they're gross.
Epiglottis, a flap of cartilage that hangs out above the trachea and moves to close off your air passage when you swallow so you don't get food or liquid in your windpipe.
There you go. Oh yeah, cats.
Well,
yeah.
now, I think I've seen quite enough. I'm going back to the rectory, I am.
Going back to the rectory. So it is definitely an Irish priest. Okay. That's kind of strange. But anyway. So we looked at all that. Let's go to the lab.
Now you know. Your nose is the bump on the front of your face that helps you to breathe, smell, and even taste.
Good. Good. Keep your hands away from your eyes and nose, sure.
I've got a horrible ruddy nose. I'm not sure if it's allergies, hay fever, a cold, or what. Your job is to keep the snot out of my mouth. Use the tissue, but look out because it starts to get smaller as time goes on.
Oh. Ah.
I know you like boogers in your mouth, but I don't. Give me a hand, huh? I mean a tissue, and keep the boogers out of my mouth.
Fucking hell. Right, I have to turn the cycles down on this one. Oop. That's a little better. That's running at normal speed now. Right, yeah, definitely the games are a lot better quality than most of those normal edutainment ones. So I'm guessing this would be more focused on, like, probably, yeah, early teens, I suppose. At least trim your nose hair, sweetheart. I'm never looking at Bomb Jack on the Atari like the same way ever again after this. Do I get a high score at the end of this or what? I'm actually
use that big
shooting for
tissue
points
you
now.
have to keep the snot and boogers out of my mouth.
Oh no. Yeah, go back to the good. Fuck. Missed a few. Okay. Alright, that's enough of that. Let's see what happens when I lose.
Hey, your name has been noted in the annals of snot as a booger-busting genius.
Right.
Check it out.
Yep, cool. Right. Take me home. Take me away from
Snot
this.
is part of...
Yep, alright.
Guess what? Milk, ice cream, cheese, and other milk products cause your body to make more snot.
Yes, I was aware of that. Yeah.
No picky. Picking at your zits can cause permanent scarring. Hey, like has anyone seen my rubber gloves and tweezers? I got this huge throbbing zit on the tip of my nose. I mean, I look like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer over here. Now, I'm not trying to slam Rudolph or anything. You know, it's a real drag when you got a zit like his that glows and stuff. But I'm working on a beacon of my own here. That's why I'm so glad that we have got someone here today who knows everything there is about zits, pimples, and acne. Hey, Rocky, get in here. Yow, and I thought I had an acne problem. Geez, by the looks of your acne, I'd say you've been eating cheeseburgers and greasy french fries all week. Oh, wait, I got it. Maybe you downed a crate of chocolate, or maybe it's all that hair.
Hey, man! Pimples aren't caused by food or candy or even hair in your face. No, mijo! Don't you know? Zits are mainly caused by a combination of dead skin cells and pores and skin oils and bacteria. Oh, yeah. I mean, I know all about zits and pimples, man. When I was a teenager, I had all sorts of zits, like, all over my head. Oh, it was disgusting, man. You could squeeze my head and boom, I blow up on you, baby.
Yeah, but isn't it a fact that zits, blackheads, pimples, and cysts are most common in teenagers because their bodies are changing so
You know,
fast
we could have
that their
gotten bloody
biochemicals are
Cheech
going
Maris
wild
to
and making
voice this
huge
guy.
amounts of skin oils or
That would have been
sebum.
awesome.
Yeah, it's all true, man. But I'm telling you, I got so many zits once, my whole head blew up. Oh, man, all over the teacher. It was disgusting.
Your whole head blew up?
Okay, but it felt like it did.
What's the other
Okay,
gross
Rocky,
one?
thanks for that wonderful little
that
over-exaggerated
Junji
anecdote.
Ito
From now
story.
on, just stick with the facts, okay? If you want to make some zits for yourself, just check out the demonstration poster behind us. Or if you want to hear more about zits, click on Rocky. If you want to get a real close-up and explore, click on the throbbing brain icon on the chalkboard. In the meantime,
Okay, I'm
I
hoping
gotta
he's
find
not
an ice
gonna,
pick or something
like,
so I
have
can
a-
pop this huge zit before it gets too heavy to hold up. Later.
Alright, let's make a zit. Whoa, oh, that's satisfying. Can I... Where's that go? Whoa. Nice.
Hey, man, did you know that the combination of dead skin cells, pores, skin oils, and bacteria is the sure shot recipe for zits, man? Oh.
Alright, we'll work that out.
Dude, hey, if you got one of those magnifying glasses, you can look at the surface of your skin and you see millions of little holes or pores, you know, and lots of little hairs. Yeah, hey, those are the little hairs that poke out of the pores. Man, you gotta check it out.
Don't need a magnifying glass, just need to look
Hey,
closely
I
at
bet
my
you
nose.
didn't know there's a lot of things on your skin you can't even see, man. Not even with a magnifying glass. No way. You know, like blood cells and pus, oils, sweat. And check this out, mijo. Teeny weeny creatures called bacteria, man. Oh.
Oh, I keep skipping these ones. Oof.
Comido, the impressive medical name for a big old zit.
Okay.
Comidos are made when sebum, bacteria, and dead skin cells clump together and clog the pore.
Yep. So yeah, gross fact, I actually had a cyst probably about the size of a 10-cent piece on my head that I had to get cut out. That was unpleasant.
Meissner's ending, a nerve ending in the dermis which senses light pressure on your skin. Oh.
Okay.
Pacini's ending, a nerve ending in the dermis which senses heavy pressure on your skin. Oh. Hoo-wee! My fellow Americans,
Okay.
I'm declaring this a disaster zone. Ew.
Ooh, okay.
Mole. An area of dark-colored raised skin. Moles, along with warts, are often drawn on storybook goblins and witches, you know.
No, I forgot it. Like, this came out in 1996, so there would have been George Bush Jr. impressions, I guess.
Sebaceous gland. An organ in skin that makes sebum, a greasy material that keeps the skin soft and slimy and zitty.
Mostly what blackheads filled with.
Hair shaft. Each single hair that sticks out of your skin is called a hair shaft. Yeesh, this guy produces so much sebum, I think there might be a prophet in the forest here.
Where's all these Jersey guys coming from?
Hair bulb. The place where new hair is actually made. The hair in the hair bulb is actually alive, and then it dies by the time it sticks out of your skin. Whoa. Blood vessel. The blood pipeline that carries yummy blood to nourish the deep living layer of your skin, also called the dermis.
Oh. Okay. So did we? Yeah, we did the. Okay. Yeah. Back to the far side.
A dermatologist.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's pretty common.
Hey man, zits or acne or pimples, hey, call it what you will, they're still gross, you know? The combination of dead skin cells, pores, skin oils, and bacteria is the sure shot recipe for zits, man. Oh, and speaking of shot, here's your big chance to launch zits onto the faces of your favorite, or your least favorite, Grossology characters. Okay, the object of the game is to not let your playfield get filled up with disgusting oils and dead skin cells and bacteria. By using your zit pumper, try to get at least 3 identical items next to each other, either horizontally or vertically. Each time you match more than 4 identical items, a zit is sent over to your opponent's character. Ow!
Oh, okay.
Shoot enough zits over there, and his head
So it's like the
blow.
disgusting version of Poyo or columns. Cool. Right, I want to have a go at this. Select your sucker. Yeah, let's be Latino Chicharo. Sure. And yeah. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I guess it's kind of like columns, maybe? I only have to match 3. Oh, okay, so you get... Yeah, alright. Do they have to be in a row, or... Oh no, gets rid of someone, okay. Ooh. Damn! That's... Oh! I'm getting covered in zits, okay. It's fucking... That's doing really well, unfortunately. Shit, okay. I think he's gonna kick my ass. He's doing quite well. Ah, okay, so these are like columns, you gotta get 3 in a row. Yeah, I'm not really sure how the placements work. Guess you can go diagonally and... Yeah, alright. Oh, that boy's about to explode. I'm impressed. Alright, is this like a... Oh, that's just like a big grenade of them. Okay, cool. Yeah, decent MIDI music. Okay, that's surprising. Ah, fuck. Can't put it in the right spot to save my life, though. Yeah. Ah, hang on. Can we go? Yeah. Alright. And it's cool that it's 2-player too, like this would go off in schools. Someone loved it. Oh, nice cascade, there we go. Get some fucking space back on the board. And yeah, straight in the middle. Can stick a yellow there and get a diagonal if I'm lucky. Cool. Yeah. Try for a few more diagonals if we can. Oh yeah, he's looking a bit spottier. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's kind of weird how the fingers line up. Oh, it's just a big fucking explosion. There we go. Yeah, no, I'm very surprised there's a lot of effort put into the bloody games. Really surprised with that. Okay, I got him on the ropes, for sure. Yeah, I was kind of hoping to be a bit more. Oh, I suppose so. Oh, yeah, we got him.
Okay,
Oh,
hey, you win.
nice.
Where's the zit cream?
Alright, that's kind of fun. That's pretty cool, actually. Alright, so back to the lab. And, yeah, back to the main lab. Oh, ouch.
Quick, name the largest organ in your body. Nope. It's not your heart, or lungs, or liver, or brain. It is your skin. An average adult skin covers about 18 feet if all spread out.
Oh, yeah, spitting saliva. Cool.
Hey, check this out. A quick spit fact. You need spit in your mouth, but your salivary glands are mostly located in your jaws and even by your ears. That's because these delicate glands would get bruised if they were near your mouth where you grind and chomp.
Oh, okay. You gonna say anything? And put the cycles up.
That's right.
Oh, okay, never mind. Right.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Through my awful ordeal, I found out a lot about myself. Did you know that your mouth waters just thinking about food? Even a whiff of vinegar is guaranteed to make your mouth water. If you like that, you should have seen me in the Miss Vanity pageant.
Okay.
You know, every tragedy has a silver lining, even mine. I learned so much about myself and about gross things like spit and saliva. Like spit. It does more than just help you eat and swallow. It also keeps your lips moist and slippery so you can talk. Oh, just think. It also helps you to smile. Oh, if you like that, you should have seen me in the Judges Can Be Bought pageant.
Big fatty. What are you doing?
Hey, y'all, be careful. I know it's hard when you're blinded by my beauty and all.
Just like no.
Anyway, more about me and what I know. The stuff your mouth produces is not all water. That's why they call it spit or saliva. I mean, most of it is in fact water, 99.5%. But that other itty-bitty bit is a bunch of different chemicals like salts, gases, mucus, and enzymes.
Okay.
In honor of my great talent and beauty, I would just like to say, most people like things that taste sweet and hate things that taste bitter. Ta-da! Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you like that, you should have seen me in the I Do Have a Brain, you know, pageant.
Okay, all right. Yeah, so I'm not gonna. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to push through if I can, because we're going for about an hour
Parotid glands, a pair of spit-making structures.
Yeah, all right. Anything else exciting I should know about?
Submandibular duct. Sub means below, and
Yeah, all right. Hang on. No, don't certify me. Back to the lab, and let's try the game. Yeah, 2000. All right.
Thank you. You're too kind. Welcome to The Drool Show, where we'll unearth the frightening truth about what makes our celebrity guest drool like a St. Bernard on a hot summer's day. But first, let's meet our guest. She was once the world's most famous beauty pageant queen, holding the title of Miss Glamorous Glitter Galaxy Galore, until someone leaked that news-breaking story which set off the unsavory scandal about you-know-who's late-night dribbling habits, bringing Her Highness smashing down, stripped of her crown, her fame, her glory, her beamer, her prom dress, and even her fake eyelashes, left with only bus fare and a couple of wilting flowers. And yet, here she is, Miss Prissy Polly Professional, homecoming Whee!
That can't be a full name,
Okay, listen up. Our guest here has a really big thing for yummy food. Your job is to determine exactly what things our guest likes on a submarine sandwich. You'll find all the ingredients, and you'll get 10 tries to make the ultimate sandwich that will make our guest
Ooh, sandwich
like
making,
a
you say?
leaky faucet.
Nice.
Are you ready for fun and big-time make-believe cash? Then let's play.
Okay. Oh, hang on. Should do that. So what can go on this sandwich? What's gonna make it drool? Definitely onions. And yep, it is.
That's okay. Contestant number 1, try again.
Ah, okay. So yeah.
That's okay. Contestant number 1, try
Oh,
again.
it's just like Mastermind or something like that. I had onions, tomato, avo. Only one on that
That's
one.
okay. Contestant number 1, try again.
Alright. Oh yeah, to go in order. Yeah, okay. So what do I go? That.
Good try. Contestant number 1.
Still only one item on it. Okay. So maybe it's chili, tomato, avocado, tomato?
Good try. Contestant number 1.
Okay, so logically, Avo's at 3, I guess. So let's go that. Oh, that's a bit better.
That's okay. Contestant number 1, try again.
Okay, so maybe, tomato, ham, avo, lettuce? No, only 2 on that one.
Good try. Contestant number 1.
Okay, so go mayo, ham, avo. Tomato was incorrect, so let's go onion.
Good try. Contestant number 1.
Alright. Yeah, now cat's buggered off again. Hang on. Yeah, no. No, if I'm actually going to win anything exciting with that one.
I would just like to thank all the judges.
Yep, great.
Wow,
so
that was excellent. Did you know...
burps and belches. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Cool, burps and belches. Did you know that burping has 2 steps? First, the cardiac sphincter relaxes and the gas enters the esophagus. Then, the upper esophageal sphincter relaxes and allows the air in the esophagus to pass through the throat and out the mouth.
There we go.
What? Come on, that was just my personal standing ovation to the cafeteria cooks. I compliment the chef of a good meal just like the ancient Romans by ripping out a huge wet burp. Back then, burping was considered a compliment to the chef. It conveyed that you thought the food was so excellent that you scarfed more than your share. Pretty cool, huh? Too bad here in the good old US of A, it's still considered bad form to blow the cook over with a fresh, fat belly burp. Speaking of bad form, let's get our lab subject out here. His name is Daryl, and he is a delivery dude for Burps R Us Deli. Daryl knows all about burps and belches because he is our very own You Are Gross campus champion of burp opera and burp special effects. Let's hear it for Daryl. And here is our very own maestro of the mouth, Daryl.
Hey, I'm a victim of circumstance.
Okay, thank you, Daryl. Well, to find out lots of cool stuff and to hear Daryl play his burp songs, give him a click. If you want to create some hot, steamy burps, just check out the interactive demo behind me. Or if you're ready to check out Daryl's stomach up close and personal, click on the brain icon.
Okay, hot, tasty burps, please. I can't do anything else. Okay.
Like, did you know that everyone burps? Yeah, and like every living person burps about 15 times a day. Probably like 'cause it feels so good. Like, dogs burp after they eat just like we do. Cows also burp. The burps from a single cow from one day could fill up 2 refrigerators full of burp gas. It's true.
Alright, let's explore. The bolus.
Bolus, a chewed up ball of food that is swallowed and journeys down the digestive tract.
Guanus, trachea.
Cardiac sphincter, a gateway of muscles between the esophagus and the stomach, which helps keep strong stomach acids out of the esophagus. Pylorus, the lower narrow part of the stomach where most food digestion occurs.
Oh, well now, my son, the sight of the insides of you is far more than a fair priest can stand.
Okay.
Did you know that your body's position?
Let's play the game. A lot of gases. Yep, pressure can build up.
Hello there. Welcome to Little Gaseous Grotto, Swamplands National Park. I'm Mortimer, and these are my buds, Stanley and Walter. Burporama champions of the entire country. Those guys have been pounding cheap cola for the last 3 hours, just waiting for a challenger, and it looks like it's gonna be you. Now, all you do is listen to Stanley and Walter belch, and then repeat back the order in which they belched by clicking on them. The number of belches that you repeat back correctly will be shown on the sign. The more the better. Hey, but watch for surprises. Sometimes the local critters like to get in on the fun and do some burping of their own. So, if you hear one of them burp after Stanley or Walter, do make sure to click on them as well. Well, good luck.
If this is...
Player number 1, you're up.
Okay. No, let's not do that. We're not gonna.
You know,
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, time to go, but check it out. You can swallow even when you're standing on your head. That's because your esophagus is lined with muscles that pinch food.
Right, so we'll do bath and B, then the favourite.
Hey, check this out. The invention of fake barf was an accident. Some guy was working on a new type of plastic. Some of the plastic spilled, and when he cleaned it up, he noticed junk had collected in it and made it look like fake barf. He gave up inventing and went into the fake barf business instead. Cool, huh? Now, if you're really ready to hurl, let's go to the barf lab. Oh, wow. I don't feel very good. Man, like I just got back from the school cafeteria, and they have this awesome special on burritos. Like, well, I had 10. Oh, have you ever eaten something and then felt ill? Sort of like you're gonna upchuck? Come on, you know, like what about every time your grandmother serves her sardine surprise casserole? Or maybe her baked tuna and seagull lasagna? Man, when my granny serves that up, I blow chunks hard. Oh, wow. After those burritos and the thought of Granny's casserole, I think I'm gonna blow. That's better. You know, it's not just eating or drinking too much of Granny's food that makes you lose your cookies. Lots of other things can make you vomit as well. Like, oh, boy, here it comes again. Bacteria. or viruses.
Right, one up again.
Body infections. and poisonous substances. I've got to go to the nurse's station. I think I just puked my gallbladder out. In the meantime, we invited a very special student from last year to come join us today. He holds the dubious record of the most pukes during class time. His name is Ralph Alloverum, and he's become quite an expert on what makes people vomit, puke, heave, upchuck, technicolor yawn, drive the porcelain rig, or just plain old barf. Ralph will be sharing what he learned about barfing from his efforts to avoid doing just that on his classmates. Ralph will give us some really cool facts about puke. Just click on him, and back here is a cool model that you can check out. When you're ready for a closer look, click on the brain icon on the chalkboard. In the meantime, stay away from the burritos down at the cafeteria, and I'll see you later.
No pad.
Okay, chaps, let's talk about bath. Now you touch stuff and germs get onto your hands. Then you touch a cookie so the germs get on the cookie. You eat the cookie and the germs go into your stomach. The germs in your stomach may make you puke. The moral is, wash your hands. So there it is, mate. Go on and give me a nudge and I'll tell you more about vomiting and bathing.
Okay. More nudges.
Check this out, mates. You should never try to make yourself bath. It's dumb and dangerous. Making yourself puke all the time can destroy your stomach, throat, mouth, and teeth.
Mm-hmm. Getting that way. Very glad I gave up drinking for that reason.
Well, I do say this is going smashingly well, chum. So let's carry on then. Imagine a 2-liter bottle of soda. That's how much digestive juices the glands in your stomach excrete every day. Busy little chaps, aren't they? So, there it is, mate. Go on and give me a nudge and I'll tell you more about vomiting and bathing.
Let's explore. Oh no, it's just showing all the bits. Oh, there's a vomit center,
an area in the brain which sends a message to the diaphragm and abdominal muscles to squeeze and push the stomach contents up into the esophagus and out the mouth. Basically, the part of your brain that tells your body to bath.
Jesse, here you go. Yeah, he's not like a
tongue,
poor man's
a soft but muscular part attached to the bottom of your mouth, which contains taste buds and pushes food around so it can be chewed thoroughly.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Jolly good show, mate.
Right. Let's see what the game is. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. 10 inches for esophagus.
Welcome to the You Are Gross Emergency Room Hospital. As you know, you are here today attempting to get your board certification as a registered vomitologist, first class. To do this, you will examine a series of patients. Now, you must carefully examine the patient's files and the nurse's notes on that patient to determine what ails them. Use our special X-ray machine to reveal what is inside the patient's stomach. Oftentimes, this will give you clues as to what could be causing the problem. When you think you are ready to make a diagnosis, click the Diagnosis tab. Then, choose the diagnosis that best fits your patient. At this point, you will notice that the Submit Patient for Care tab will be flashing. Click it to send your patient to the recovery room to receive aid. You can and should check on your patients by clicking the Patient's Progress button. Good luck.
Yeah, so case in point, the games in this one are actually significantly better than the standard fare. Like, one was a matching game with trivia questions, one was, columns with a bit of magical drop, Poya thrown in. Okay, so Johnny Tinkerman, son of the stars, Roland Winnie Tinkerman, was admitted at 5:45 p.m. complaining of having shaky knees and vomiting. Very upset because tonight at 6:30 was his son's opening night as lead his first Broadway play, Johnny would have been the youngest Tinkerman ever to star in a Broadway play. Mr. Tinkerman said Johnny had been feeling really good all week and is rarely ever sick. His appetite had been good and they all ate a little dinner together. Shortly after dinner, Johnny got sick. Both Mr. and Mrs. Tinkerman were at a loss as to why Johnny kept vomiting. Ah, okay. So can we... Ah, okay, so this is what's in him now. Hydrochloric acid, mucus, saliva, food particles. And do we tick them off here, or... Mucus... Hydrochloric... Saliva. Okay. Food particles... Go diagnosis... Oh, that's my progress so far. Okay. Pregnancy, sure. Wasn't so, no, just grossed out, I suppose. Oh, it could be stress. Okay.
Alright, darling. The intern has made the diagnosis.
What?
So let's move it on down to the recovery room so you can get some medicine for that, you know, stress.
Oh, okay, so you just get more and more, okay. Blackjack McCracken was admitted at 6:45, complaining of stomach pain, intense vomiting, 3-alarm chili chow cook-off. Only ate 3 bowls of chili over the whole day. It's unusually hot. Filled up mostly on water. At the end of the day, he ate some potato salad. And, yeah, I guess he had some watermelon as well. Germs. Food particles. Hydrochloric acid. Bacteria. Now, it doesn't say if I have to... Let's diagnose him with... He's got bacteria, so food poisoning?
Alright, darling. The intern has made the diagnosis. So let's move it on down to the recovery room so you can get some medicine for that, you know, food poisoning.
And just like... Well, they all seem to be happy.
Oh, Doc, your patient is doing great now. Your diagnosis of stress was right on the money.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Oh, Doc.
Oh, it was with Terry Jones knocked up.
Oh, what a happy patient you have here, Doc. Your diagnosis of food poisoning.
Alright, I'm somehow getting these right. So we had mucus, hydrochloric acid, saliva, food particles. Out on his fishing boat, weather got bad. Went below, drank lots of water. After he ate, he got sicker. Yeah, I'm just gonna say motion sickness, I think.
Alright, darling. The intern has made the diagnosis. So let's move it on down to the recovery room so you can get some medicine for that, you know, motion sickness.
So I'm actually...
Oh, what a happy patient you have here, Doc.
Oh god, alright, this is cacophonous. Alright.
Say, chap, did you know that germs are all...
Yeah. Oh god, here we go.
I hope the barf lab didn't make you blow chunks or puke your brains out. You know, lots of people say that they puke their guts out, but this isn't really the case. What you puked out was all the stuff in your guts.
Yeah, let's look at pee-pee.
Wow, just the thought of pee makes me want to go. But first, which weighs more, a pound of butter or your 2 kidneys? Neither. They both weigh about a pound. Let's see what else we can find out about pee. Hey, you're gonna have to pardon the getup, but I was just down at the campus gym working out, you know, so I decided to take a dip in the university pool before coming to the lab. A few of these cold 64-ounce sports drinks and a dip in the pool is so refreshing after a long, hot workout. You know, I must have had 3 or 4 of these bad boys while I was working out. They just don't stay in you very long, if you know what I mean.
Ah, there you are. Now that's it. I've had it. I've totally had it with you. How many times do I have to tell you? No peeing in the swimming pool! Every time you leave the pool, it's the same old story. Warm and yellow. How many people do you think want to go in there now? How gross can you get? Next time, wait in line for the bathroom. Ooh.
Okay. Cool.
I know. I should have checked the line at the ladies' room before I started pounding the sports drinks. This is so embarrassing. I bet this is going to be in the university newsletter. Gingivitis pees in pool and scares off patrons. Oh, man. I definitely need some advice on self-control, and that's precisely why I'm so glad that we have Tommy Tinkle here with us today in the pee-pee lab. He knows absolutely everything about pee and peeing. Tommy, come on in.
And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and...
Okay, well,
I
here's
must
Mr.
admit,
High Energy
like in
himself
this
to give
game,
us some
I've actually
really cool
learnt
facts about
things,
pee.
which is
Just click on
surprising.
him. And back here is a cool model of the
Because
bladder
they,
and
like,
kidneys
you can
that you
do
can check
the
out.
big zoom in
When you're ready for a
and
closer look at the bladder and kidneys, click on the bright
find
icon
out
on the
about
chalkboard.
bits that they
In the
normally
meantime,
skim
I
over
gotta
in
find a
most
bathroom
of
so I
these
can,
body games,
you know,
which is cool.
pee. See you later.
Yeah, so I'll point out, JC, since you're here, I've set up points on chatbot. Oh, well, the StreamYard's chat. So if you see a little treasure chest come up on your screen, click it, you get more points. Because I've got some Steam money, and if we get enough viewers, I'm actually going to do a raffle and give someone a $10 game on Steam. So, yeah, keeping an eye out for that.
Okay, people,
And I did want to sort of experiment
let's get
a
those
little
brain
bit with
muscles
it.
in gear and cranked up here. Okay,
There's
let's
a lot of
start
different
with
things you can do
warm
for
up, shall we?
points to
Every
redeem
day
them.
you make and deliver 4 to 8 cups of urine, also known as pee-pee and wee-wee and tinkle-tinkle, depending largely on what and how much you drink or eat. Gulp, 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 swig, swig, swig. If you want to work that brain muscle some more, just give me a quick click.
Yep. You should still be getting... I've just given you 2,000 points, so that's a good start, because you're a regular. I thought might as well. And, yeah. Yeah, and TP will get the same when he decides to
Okay,
rock up.
people, let's keep those brain muscles in gear here. Check this out. Controlling your bladder muscles is learned. That's right, learned. That's why babies have to be potty trained. Work that brain muscle some more and give me another quick click.
Do I
Okay,
really want
people, listen up here. People
Yeah,
who drink a
there's
lot
also
of
been a
coffee
fair-
or cola
been
or
a fair
tea
few
often
stereotypes
feel like
with
they
the,
have to pee, although
people as
there's
well.
only a little bit of urine in their bladder. This is because caffeine irritates the bladder muscles and makes them contract. So you...
yeah, let's just zoom in on the guy, I suppose. Renal pelvis? What?
Renal pelvis, a hollow area in the kidney where urine is collected and drained into the ureter.
Yeah. See that? Okay. Pilus?
Hilus, the inward curvy part of the kidney where the ureter comes out.
Okay. Bladder. Yeah. Fun. And alright, so we'll go to the what was the game entail? Yep, sure.
Do you have any idea what an internal sphincter is? It's a tiny muscle at the bottom of your bladder. This muscle contracts to help you keep all the pee in your bladder. And when it's time to go, it relaxes, making an opening which leads to the external sphincter, which also relaxes, letting that pee flow right out of your body. Well, now that you know that, maybe you can help me. This is what my bladder looks like from the inside. Can you make a path from my urethra to my pee-pee hole using these tiles? Sure, that's easy. But can you do it before my bladder fills totally up and my internal and external sphincters relax and I pee all over myself? Well, can you? Can you? Give it a shot then.
Okay, alright. We'll do it then. Fine. Okay, so we got... Yeah, so this is Pipe Dream, obviously. God. Well, this get needlessly complicated very quickly. Shit. Oh, I can't go over the same one, or is he just not gonna care? Fucking hell.
Uh-oh.
Getty or... Oh no, there we go. Right, now I can just sit here. Oh, we got it. Okay.
Where the heck is the bathroom? I think I'm gonna buzz. Thank goodness for your help, buddy. I'll buy lunch.
Oh, well. Yep. Yeah, like, Pipe Dream was bad enough when it was just fucking water, but yeah, when it's urine, still pretty terrifying.
Okay. I'll talk. You keep working
No,
out.
no. Let's end it.
Alrighty.
But...
Ooh, I'll be right back. I gotta get to that restroom real quick. Ooh. Oh, all these sports drinks and the jumping up and down. Ooh, I feel like I'm gonna explode.
Okay, just shut up. Please just shut up.
See how cool pee-pee can be?
Right.
It's a whole new world.
Yeah, alright. Let's end on a high note. A literal high-end brand note.
Poop, diarrhea, and farts. Boy, I can tell you a story about any one of these. Like that time I went to Mexico and drank half a gallon of water from a well. Jeez, I was in the bathroom for a week with the runs. You know, it's not unusual that travelers get diarrhea from drinking or swallowing different kinds of bacteria found in the food or water in foreign countries. There's a lot more where this came from. Let's go check it out.
Oh, I've got to, I have to see the host of this. Whoever's doing the lesson.
Ta-da! Oh, here I am. Whoa, smelly. I guess I shouldn't have had that bean salad for breakfast, huh? Well, it's true. Some foods can make you cut the cheese. Like dairy products, cabbage, apples, radishes, broccolis, onions, cauliflower beans, and of course, Aunt Millie's infamous tuna salad surprise. Oh, wait. That last one gives you diarrhea. Anyway, in this lab, we'll see how farts and poops are made and also hear a little about the dreaded Trotskys, or diarrhea. To get things rolling, we've invited Paul, the butt crack plumber, to help us demonstrate the human digestive process.
Oh, yeah,
as it relates to poop,
the expert
diarrhea,
on farts
and
poop,
farts.
plumber.
And without further ado, here's Paul. Thank you, Paul. I think. In Paul's line of work, he has become an expert on poop and diarrhea. And that's not because of all the bean and cheese burritos he's scarfed down over the years, but because he once attempted to build the world's most ultimate toilet. Well, in his years of grueling research, Paul learned all the ins and outs of the human digestive system, and when, where, and why people are most likely to poop or have diarrhea. Sadly, in the end, his invention failed, so all Paul's work went down the drain, and he subsequently became a plumber. Too bad. Anyway, Paul brought a nifty demonstration of the human digestive system to share with us.
She does go on a bit. Okay. Oh, yeah, sure.
The putty-like waste we call poop you deposit in the toilet there contains undigested food materials from the previous day, along with water, salts, skin cells, and little living creatures called bacteria. Cool, huh?
No. Can we... Oh, just a whole poop. It's got corn in it. And, oh yeah, that's... What is that meant to be? Just cola or like bin juice or something. Anyway. Yeah. Oh god. No, I'm not taking notes on this. Yeah, I was expecting
your
like
own personal poop factory.
Just the opposite of what we got.
Large intestine.
Like an actual professor,
this large
not
intestine
this
is
guy.
a horseshoe-shaped tube that rests below your waist. It's connected to your small intestine on the right, wraps across your waist, and goes down the left side, curling to end at the anus, also known as your butthole. The most common reason for developing diarrhea is intestinal flu, which is the result of tiny creatures called viruses invading and hanging out in your intestines.
Yeah. Funny too, I was actually watching a playthrough of Postal 3 before this.
Poisons, milk intolerance,
and even in that game you can't shit yourself. You can pee on a lot of things,
cause some people
no
to
poop.
get diarrhea. Let me tell you, I'm no stranger to the
I'm actually
here,
mentally listing off like what other games have poop-related stuff. I remember the anal probe from Destroy All Humans let you do that. Like you fire at people and they shit so hard their heads explode.
In France, during the 1600s, it was considered a great honor to speak to King Louis XIV while he took a poop on his not-so-kingly throne, if you know what I mean. Could you imagine talking to this guy while he's pooping? Medical people use the
I
word
kind of want to see this
flatus
guy's credentials,
for
to be
farts
honest.
and flatulence for the act of farting. These words come from the Latin word flatus, which means the act of blowing.
Yeah, that's kind of how it works, I guess.
Hey, did you know that the average person farts about 14 times a day? I'm proud to say that I do about 3 times more than that if I've been eating beans. You know, a big dinner can hang out in your stomach for 5 hours.
Yep. Yeah, alright. Let's, I don't think this was that exciting. Just shows you the... Oh yeah, big pile of poop.
Feces. Putty-like waste containing undigested food, water, salts, skin cells, bacteria, and bacteria wastes, also known as caca, doo-doo, poo, and number 2.
Yep. Yep. Alright, let's check out.
You know something?
No, shut up. Muscles in large tension. Pinch liquid poop along. I got it right. Okay.
Okay, now, the object of the game is to get as many points as you can, as quickly as you can. Now, to do this, try and get your poop ball to hit only the food items. All right, now, stay away from the antacids and the toilets. To slow me down...
All right, I've actually seen this.
Hit me with...
It's, Oh no, turn the cycles down too
ball.
much.
Pow!
Yeah,
if
this
you
is
can
pinball.
light up an entire word, you may get a cool bonus. Check it out.
Alright, here we go. Oh, not the antacids. Now that reduces my fart power.
Hey, watch it, pal.
Get off my screen. You're not adding to my fart power.
All the food you just obliterated makes a guy really want to fart. Hey, I should know. Good luck, sucker. You'll need it in the bonus round.
Oh, I've activated the bonus round. Okay.
be a plumber. Know what I mean? No way. I'd be one of them pinball wizards.
Oh, come on, give me that last one. Come on. Yes. Oh, there we go. All right.
Yo, what the heck happened? I thought you was good at this. Hey, watch it, pal.
Oh, give me that sweet fucking cauliflower. Give me the cauli. No.
Wow, seeing you take out all those things that really make good luck, sucker. You'll need it in the bonus round.
Oh. Yeah, right. Get up there, you fucking snot.
Come on, my mother plays better than that. All the food you just obliterated makes a guy really want to fight. Hey, I should know. You got no better than that, right?
Right. Just gotta get over this other fucking area.
Hey, watch it, pal. Good job. That's something that really makes you fun.
God, if I'd had this in school, I would have played it for fucking hours. Oh, God.
Oh, man. Now that was nice. Good job. Whoa,
Oh,
stinky bonus.
Oh, okay, you've got to prevent him from unplugging your toilet, because that's a bumper. Okay. Nice.
Oh, man, now that was nice. Good job. Think you're good? Try this. Hey, if I could play like you, I wouldn't be a plumber. Know what I mean? No way. I'd be one of them pinball wizards. Hey, if I could play like you, I wouldn't be a plumber. Know what I mean? No way. I'd be one of them pinball wizards.
Okay, so you charge up
If I was in your shoes, pal, I'd try again.
I got balls left for some reason.
Cut it out!
He's shitting in one of my fucking toilets and he's cleaning it up. What the fuck?
Yo, what the heck happened? I thought you was good at this.
Right. Enough of that. Oh my god.
You know, a big dinner can...
No, enough of you. Get out of here, you
Can you name 2 gases that are in most farts?
No. Alright. Oh, really? Okay. That's disappointing. Developer's lab. Okay, so I'm meant to be taking notes, I guess. Well, I might actually leave it there, because that's just freaked me out a little bit. Yeah. That's a little weird. Anyway, and yeah, I gotta have an early one tonight, because I've got a job interview tomorrow. So yeah, alright, catch you all later.